reached the grand finals of Democracy Challenge. I'm your host, Atiba Wilshire, and it's my pleasure to be here with my two groups of finalists. To my right is Tremor 510, and to my left is the Honourable Reformers. Let me do a few introductions. At the head of the Tremor 510 table, we have Amaris. Amaris, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited to be here.
Very good. Now, Amaris, you guys came through the preliminaries, went through to the semi-finals, and now you all are in the finals. How does that feel?
It feels good. It's a great accomplishment for us, but I knew we'd be in the finals. I told them that, we were going to win.
You knew you'd be in the finals? Well, that's good. It's good to be confident.
Yes.
Amaris, introduce your team to me.
Okay, to my right is Sion Raymond. Next to Sion is Suan Edwards. Next to Suan is Shanice Webb. And to the far right is Karen Ruby.
Nice to see all of you guys in the finals, ready to play.
Yeah.
You all ready to win?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right, well, we'll see what the Honourable Reformers has to say about that. Honourable Reformers, at the head of you guys' table is Carrie Ann. Carrie Ann, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm very good.
You're good. You're very good.
Very good.
You heard the words that Amaris was throwing for you?
Yes, I heard.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know if it landed, but I heard.
All right. So you guys also went through the prelims, went up to the semis, and now you all are in the finals. How does that feel?
It feels good. We worked hard, and here we are. So we'll see what happens.
Now let's get to see who's the members of your team, Carrie Ann.
All right, let them introduce themselves. So I am Carrie Ann Ince.
I'm Nigel Henry.
Samuel Williams.
Annika Fritz.
Brandon McIntyre.
And you all are already ready to win?
Yeah. All right.
You all are already ready to win.
Yeah.
I'll see. You guys know what you all will be playing for?
No.
No? You guys will be playing for the grand prize of iPads for each member of the winning team. Yeah? Now, before we start, let's go through the rules.
At the beginning of every round, one member of each team will be called to the podium to answer a trivia question. Whoever hits the buzzer first and answers the question correctly gets to choose the category and takes control of the round for their team. During each round, a total of 5 questions will be asked. For every correct answer, one block will be turned over on the screen above that team to reveal part of the image of the Red House Dome. An incorrect answer means that the remaining questions in that round are transferred to the opposing team, starting with the corresponding person. At the end of each round, one team question is posed to each team. Teams may collaborate for 10 seconds on team questions, but not for individual questions. For each correct answer to a team question, that team gets 2 blocks turned over to reveal more of the Red House Dome. At the end of 5 rounds, whichever team turns over 20 blocks on the image of the Red House Dome first, or has more blocks turned over on their screen, is the winner. Good luck, team.
So, Tremor 510, Honourable Reformers, are you ready for the challenge?
Yes.
Are you ready for the challenge?
Yes.
Then let's go. Let me ask Carrie Ann and Amaris. Carrie Ann and Amaris, the question to begin this round is, in accordance with Section 27 of the Constitution, when the President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago is incapable of performing his functions as President, who can act? Carrie Ann?
The President of the Senate.
The President of the Senate is correct. Carrie Ann, choose your category.
First of all.
Carrie Ann has chosen first of all. All right, Carrie Ann, the first question in the category of first of all goes to you at first. And that question is, who was the first woman to serve as Deputy Speaker?
Penelope Beckles.
Penelope Beckles is correct. Next question goes to Nigel. And Nigel, your question is, who was the first Attorney General of Trinidad and Tobago?
I'm not sure. Sorry, so I'm going to guess
Time, sorry. So that question goes across to Sion.
Sir Ellis Clark?
No, that is incorrect. Neither A.N.R. Robinson nor Sir Ellis Clark was ever Attorney General of Trinidad. Trinidad and Tobago. The correct answer would have been the Honourable George Armsby Richards. All right. So, we go back to Samuel. Samuel, your question is, who was the first Chief Justice of the independent Trinidad and Tobago?
I have no idea.
I have no idea is incorrect. So it goes across to Suan.
What?
Sir Ellis Clark was never Chief Justice. The right answer would have been the Right Honourable Sir Hugh Oliver Beresford Wooding, TC. All right, next question goes to Annika. Annika, your question is, who was the first Governor General of Trinidad and Tobago?
Sir Solomon Hochoy.
Sir Solomon Hochoy is correct. Next question goes to Brandon. Brandon, your question is, who is the first on the table of precedence?
President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago.
The President of the Republic is correct. And that brings us to our first set of team questions. The first team question goes to you guys, Tremor 510. And that team question is, name 3 of the 6 women who were elected to the House of Representatives in the 10th Parliament, 2010 to present, to serve on the opposition bench. Could I have an answer, please?
Joanne Thomas, Marlene MacDonald, and Paula Gopi-Schoon.
That is correct. Next team question. Next team question goes to Honourable Reformers. Honourable Reformers, your team question is, name 3 of the 9 women who served as government senators during the period 2010 to 2014. Could I have an answer, please?
Verna St. Rose Greaves, Lindira Udit, and Razia Ahmed.
That is correct. Very good, very good. So at the end of round 1, the score is Tremor 5-10-2 to Honourable Reformers 5. Let's begin round 2. For round 2, I want to have Nigel and Sion. Nigel and Sion, the question to begin round 2 is, when does the financial year end in Trinidad and Tobago? Sion.
September.
Okay, that is incorrect. Nigel?
30th of September.
The 30th of September is correct. Nigel, choose your category.
All right, we're going to select women.
Women is the category. So the first question in the category of women goes to you, Nigel. And that question is, name 2 female parliamentarians who served as leader of opposition business in the Senate during this 10th Parliament.
Penelope Beckles and Camille Robinson Regis.
That's correct. Next question goes to Samuel. Samuel, your question is, name the female parliamentarian who served as Minister of Tobago Development during the 10th Parliament.
Vanilla Allen Toppin.
Vanilla Allen Toppin is correct. Next question goes to Annika. Annika, your question is, Who was the minister in the Ministry of Finance during the period 2003 to 2007?
Christine Sahadeo.
Miss Christine Sahadeo, is it? That's correct. Next question goes to Brandon. Brandon, your question is, who is the current Deputy Speaker and what constituency does she represent?
Ms. Neela Khan, constituency Princestown.
That's correct. And we come back to the head of the Honourable Reformers table. Carry on, your question is? Ms. Ramona Ramdial is the MP for what constituency and what is her ministerial portfolio?
For Couva North, and she is the Minister of State in the Ministry of the Environment and Water Resources.
Very good, that is correct. And this brings us to our second set of team questions. First team question is going to go to you guys, Tremor 510, and that team question is: name 2 issues raised in the first edition of Prime Minister's Questions held at a sitting of the House of Representatives on August 11, 2014. Could I have an answer, please?
We are not sure what the answer is.
We are not sure.
Is it the issue of constitutional reform?
We are not sure on the issue of constitutional reform. Are both incorrect. Sorry. The issues that were raised during that particular session of Prime Minister's Questions were the Carenage Fish Market, Petrotrin, the Labray oil spill, Invaders Bay, the Ministry of Sport, and the prison litigation probe. Right. So the next team question goes to Honourable Reformers. Honourable Reformers, your team question is: the revised House of Representatives Standing Orders states that the Speaker of the House shall be the chairman of 5 new parliamentary committees. Name 2 of these committees. Could we have an answer, please?
Finance Committee and Public Administration Committee.
That is not entirely correct. The names would have been the Standing Finance Committee, the Statutory Instruments Committee, the Business Committee, the Public Administration and Appropriations Committee, and the Parliamentary Broadcasting Committee. Sorry to both of you guys. Right? But the score at the end of round 2 is Tremor 5-10-2, Honourable Reformers 10. So let's start round 3. For round 3, let me have Suan and Samuel. Suan and Samuel, the question to begin round 3 is: name 1 ministerial portfolio Mr. Jack Warner MP, member for Shilko. Yes.
Works and Transport.
Works and Transport. Yes, Works and Transport is a ministerial portfolio that was held by Jack Warner between 2010 and 2013. So, Suan, choose your category.
Current members.
Current members. Very well. Current members it is. And Suan, the first question in the category of current members goes to you. That question is: who is the Member of Parliament for Toko Sangre Grande?
Dr. Rupert Griffith.
Dr. Rupert Griffith is correct. Next question goes to Shanice. Shanice, your question is: What is the name of the senator on the government bench who has also served as a member of parliament for St. Augustine?
Mr. Vasan Bharat.
Senator the Honourable Vasan Bharat, that is correct. Next question goes to Keron. Keron, your question is: give the name of the senator who is the chairman of the Joint Select Committee Group 2.
Dr. Victor. Let me rephrase that. Dr. Selwyn Victor.
Selwyn Victor is incorrect. That question goes across to Brandon.
Dr. Victor Wheeler.
Victor Wheeler, you almost had it, Karen. Yes. Victor Wheeler is correct. So next question is going to go to Carrie Ann. Carrie Ann, your question is: what is the number of independent senators in the Senate?
9.
9 is correct. Next question goes to Nigel. Nigel, your question is: who is the leader of the House?
The Speaker of the House, Wade Mark.
That is incorrect. That question goes across to Sion.
Dr. Rudal Mudilal.
Dr. Rudal Munilal is correct. The Speaker of the House is not referred to as the leader of the House, right? The leader of government business in the House is the leader of the House, right? And that brings us to our team questions. The first team question is going to go to you guys, Honourable Reformers, and that team question is: according to the Constitution, where the President is incapable of performing his function as President by reason of his absence from Trinidad and Tobago, the President of the Senate and thereafter the Speaker of the House shall act as President. Name 2 Speakers of the House that have acted as President. Could I have an answer, please?
Mr. Arnold Tomasus and Mr. Wade Mark.
Only one of those answers is correct, so we can't give you the question correct. The 2 speakers who have acted as president are the Honourable Wade Mark and Mr. Barindra Sinanan.
Okay.
All right. Next team question goes across to Tremor 510. Tremor 510, your team question is: which political party won the most seats in the 1950 general election, and how many seats did that party win? Could we have an answer, please?
The People's National Movement, 8.
That is not entirely correct either. I don't think the PNM existed in 1950. The correct answer would have been the Butler Home Rule Party, and they did win 8 seats. So at the end of round 3, the score is Tremor 510 5 to Honourable Reformers 12. Tremor 510, you guys have some work to do. You all have some catching up to do, right? But anything could happen. We have 2 more rounds to go. What we're going to do now is we're going to take a break. Break on this, the final of Democracy Challenge. Coming out of the last 3 rounds, the score is currently 12 for the Honourable Reformers and Tremor 510 5. But let's see what could happen in round 4. For round 4, I want to have Annika and Shanice. Annika and Shanice, the question to begin round 4 is: Subsidiary legislation may be laid in Parliament for either its affirmative resolution or its... Annika?
Negative resolution.
Why are you saying it so quietly?
Negative resolution.
That's better. Negative resolution is correct. Annika, don't go back here, don't go back here. Annika, choose your category.
Speakers or deputy speakers?
Speakers or deputy speakers it is. Annika, the first question in the category of speakers and deputy speakers goes to you, and that question is... Who was elected Speaker on January 12th, 1987?
Nizam Mohammed.
Mr. Nizam Mohammed is correct. The next question goes to Brandon. Brandon, your question is... Who served as Speaker for the 6th Republican Parliament from 2001 to 2002?
Dr. Rupert Griffith.
Dr. Rupert Griffith is correct. Next question goes to Carrie-Ann. Carrie-Ann, your question is... Give the name of the former senator who became Speaker on June 18th, 2010.
Wade Mark.
Wade Mark is correct. And we come to Nigel. Nigel, your question is... Name the former Speaker of the Legislative Council who proceeded on pre-retirement leave and died a short time thereafter.
John Savory.
That is correct. Mr. John L.H. Savory. That is correct. Next question goes to Samuel. Samuel, your question is... Name the former Speaker who, prior to attaining that office, was a Member of Parliament for Tunapuna in 1971 and re-elected a Member of Parliament for Aruka in 1976 and served as a Cabinet Minister until his resignation in 1978.
Hector McLean.
Mr. Hector McLean is correct. And that brings us to our team questions. The first team question is going to go to Tremor 510. Tremor 510, your team question is... According to the Constitution, after every dissolution of Parliament, a general election of members of the House of Representatives shall be held within...
3 months.
3 months is correct. The next team question goes to Honourable Reformers. Honourable Reformers, your team question is... Name 3 current MPs who also served in the House of Representatives during the 9th Parliament, 2007 to 2010.
Alright. Kamala Prasad Visesa, Dr. Keith Rowley, and Colin Booth.
That is correct. So at the end of round 4, the score is Tremor 5-10-7 to Honourable Reformers 19. Let's begin round 5. For round 5, I want to have Karen and Brandon. Karen and Brandon, the question to begin round 5 is... 1 year after the events of the 1990 attempted coup at the Red House, what was lit outside of the Red House as a symbol of the need to be ever vigilant in the protection of our democracy? Karen.
Candles.
What?
Candles.
Candles is incorrect. Brandon?
A torch.
That is incorrect. What was lit is called the eternal flame.
Oh, yes.
Right? So let's have another question, please. In accordance with House of Representatives Standing Order 9.1, the Speaker shall recognize a party. Brandon?
The Election Boundaries Commission.
That is correct. Brandon, choose your category.
The constituency map.
Constituency map it is. That first question in constituency map goes to you, Brandon, and that question is: name that constituency.
San Fernando West.
San Fernando West is incorrect. That question goes across to Karen.
San Fernando East.
San Fernando East is correct. So the next question comes to Amaris. Amaris, your question is: name this constituency.
Tobago East.
Tobago East is incorrect. That question goes across to Carrie Ann. That question goes across to you.
Tobago West.
Tobago West it is. And with that west to east question, Honourable Reformers, you guys are winners. Honourable Reformers, you guys have been able to turn over all 20 blocks to reveal a full image of the Red House. How does that feel, Carrie Ann?
It feels very good. We have, as I said earlier, worked very hard. We'd like to thank the staff of the Parliament who have worked clearly very, very hard at doing this and giving us the opportunity to be here. So,
Yeah.
I'm very happy.
It's been a pleasure to have you guys. And Tremor 510, Amaris, you all made it all the way through as winners up until this point.
Yeah.
But you all fought a good fight.
Yes.
How does it feel to have taken part in the entire series, nevertheless?
Honestly, it was a fun experience. Well, I know for me it was definitely fun. It's good, you know, to be able to prove ourselves even to the finals. I'd like to congratulate the Honourable Reformers. You all worked thanks to the staff of the Parliament, I know, for accommodating us, because we gave a little bit of trouble coming through. But it was a really good experience and we really enjoyed it.
And with that, Honourable Reformers, you guys are the first ever winners of Democracy Challenge. So to you guys, Honourable Reformers, Carrie Ann, it is my distinct pleasure. Carrie Ann, come over on this side. Come. Carrie Ann, it is my pleasure to present to you the trophy for your team being the grand winners of the first series of Democracy Challenge. Get my good cider, guys. Get my good cider. Good. And Carrie Ann, I also have to give you the first of 5 iPad Airs, which will be given to you and the members of your team. Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, good. Congratulations to you guys, Honourable Reformers. Tremor 510, don't despair, we have prizes for everybody. Nobody walks away a loser here on Democracy Challenge. It's been a wonderful series. We had 8 teams going through 7 rounds, and to come up to the final where Honourable Reformers are the winners. It's been wonderful having all of you guys. I'm Atiba Wilshire, and this brings us to the end of the first season of Democracy Challenge. I'll see you in the next season. Bye!